Aloha. Such a beautiful day, I thought I'd do your lesson outside today. Here we go. We have our G, our C, our E, and our A. What we're gonna wanna do after we're in tune is our first finger exercise is to take our first finger, not our thumb, but our first finger, and then play with our other first finger at the first fret on the high G. Now these notes are gonna be high G, C is right next to it, E, and then A. To be more precise, high G, thick C string, E string, A string. And what happens is when we sharpen, we go up, and when we flatten, we go down. Practice of our first lesson, Spyder exercises, lesson 1, is going to be to get a little bit finger muscle mobility. So first finger, we're gonna play that note 2, 3, 4 times, and we're gonna put our second finger on the fretboard right in front of it while keeping this finger near it. Then the third, then the fourth. So we're gonna play 4 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, which will sound like this. We get done with that line, we're going to take our fingers from this G string and move up to the C string and start here, the C sharp, so on and so forth. And what we want to be making concentration for is that we're plucking with our pointer finger and that our notes aren't flat notes like this, but pointy notes that go down onto it. So you won't be playing flat like that, you'll be playing pointy notes that go onto the notes. Hope that makes sense. Here's what it should look like slow. Here's what it looks like fast. The point of this exercise is to get your fingers correlating with the different frets and not playing on the fretting, but in the middle, and then to be pointy rather than flat. There are 2 types of chords, flat chords and pointy chords. This exercise lines you up to do the pointy chords, and the flat chords are easier once you get to that point. The second exercise we have is to play that C major we had. So once you get through your whole Spyder exercises and you stop here, if you play all those strings open, you're playing a C note, which is what you're playing, and then here, your lower C, so that's an octave, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, do, do. So those are both C's, and then you have this open E, and then this G. Well, that's your triad. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. 7 notes, 2 are repeated, so 8 there, but our 1, 3, 5 is our triad. So C, skip the D, put the E, skip the F, go to the G. You've got C, E, and G. That's all the notes you just played. So what we do is we figure out how to flatten the third to make that E an E minor, to make that C major a C minor. Thusly, G major to a G minor, D major to a D minor, E major to an E minor, B major to a B minor, F major to an F minor, so on and so forth, A major to an A minor. What this does is it allows us to play with different frequencies and tones, which the air correlates as going, oh, that sounds pretty, or oh, that sounds mystical, or oh, that sounds melodical. Minors are very melancholy, kind of like a kind of sad, but you could definitely change when it changes into a major. So I hope you had fun today. What we're going to be doing, hopefully you'll be able to take a couple more lessons. I hope that you find an ukulele that works out for you. But if not, as soon as you get an ukulele, the first step of business is probably to start playing your majors, C major, and then find your C minor. Find your D major, and then find your D minor. And what we could do is we could spell all those out. The easiest way for me to explain musical theory is to start with C major, which has no sharps and no flats, and then just go to the next key that has 1 sharp. That sharp is F sharp, and it's in the key of G. C, D, E, F, G. C has no sharps, no flats. G has 1, it's F. So it makes that F sharp. So when we do do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, we actually call it G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Because if we didn't call that F an F sharp and we called it an F, it would sound like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And that's not a traditional Ionian major scale. That would be considered a Mixolydian mode, which is a type of major scale, just not the one we're looking for. So what I'd like you to do today is do your rhythm on your C major, starting with your 3rd finger. Attack, keep the rhythm, 3, 4, attack, 2, 3, 4. And as soon as you get the rhythm of 4, 4 down, what I'd like you to do is start switching your fingers. 1, switch, 3, 4, 1, switch, 2, 3, 1, switch, 3, 4, 1, switch, 3, 4, 1, and so on and so forth. With C, it seems a little weird because you're only playing 1 note, but when you're playing something like F, which has an F note and an A note, it would look like F, 2, 3, 4, F, switch, 2, 3, 4, F, switch, 2, 3, 4. And what this does, it allows us enough time to move between our shapes over here and be in time for the next rhythm. Hope that makes sense. I enjoyed meeting you. Hopefully we'll do another lesson here. If not, it was great, and I will talk to you soon. Aloha.